Randy Brown. I am owner of Liberty Street Holdings and CEO of that company, the maker of the Ziezta sleep strip. And I'm going to talk to you for just a minute or two about my experience and how it is that I became the owner of Liberty Street Holdings. As it turns out, I'm a mouth breather at night, and I'm one of 90 million Americans who have sleep ailments in the United States. That's a bunch. That's about a third of our population, and that's not counting the sleep partners of those of us who have sleep ailments. And in my case, I'd known that I'd been a mouth breather for a number of years because I had dry mouth, and then I became a snorer, and then eventually I became a person that had sleep apnea, which is a very serious ailment. And I didn't know I had it, and that's the problem for most of us. Even though my wife told me that I scared her at night because I would literally stop breathing, I was in denial, as I think a lot of us are in the beginning. I said, I'm still alive, I'm still operating just fine. And then one day I drove off the road in my car in the middle of the day. I just fell asleep at the wheel. So it was at that point that I went in and had a sleep study done, and I discovered that it turns out that I have an average of 15 apneas a night, or an hour, 15 times where I stop breathing for 10 seconds or more in an hour, the longest of which was about 45 seconds, which is a very long time. And you can see why a sleep partner would fear that their spouse had died during the night because I would stop breathing for a long period. Sleep apnea has some very negative effects. It's a contributor to obesity because certain hormones are stimulated by these sleep apnea episodes, and they cause you to get the munchies and eat more. And it's also tied into cardiovascular disease. You can have heart attacks, you can have stroke. It's tied into diabetes and many other things, the disease killers in our society. The Ziezta sleep strip that we make available to people is really designed for three candidates. The person who has dry mouth at night, and dry mouth is a contributor to tooth decay and other types of mouth infections. It is also useful for someone who is a snorer. They can reduce or eliminate the snoring at night, so you can get deep restful sleep, and so your sleep partner can get that sleep as well. And it also helps with sleep apnea. People who have sleep apnea, about 50% of them are mouth breathers at night. And in my case, I think I followed a typical pattern. I started in my youth. My jaw would go slack and I'd breathe through my mouth. Over a period of time, that changed from a dry mouth to a snoring situation where I had loud open mouth snoring at night. And eventually, as I got older and maybe gained a few pounds, it led to sleep apnea, which can kill you. So after I got that analysis, the doctor prescribed something called CPAP therapy, which is continuous positive air pressure, and you're attached to a machine with hoses at night. It's not very comfortable. It takes a lot of getting used to. It's somewhat claustrophobic. And in addition to that, if you're a mouth breather at night, what happens is your stomach fills with air. It's forced down your esophagus at night. And so you wake up every morning with a very raw throat and a bloated belly, and it's extremely uncomfortable. You tend to have more respiratory infections because the microorganisms go straight into your body, not through the filtration system that we were given through our nose and nasal passages, nasal membranes. And so it leads to a lot of complications, a lot of problems, and that's why almost half of people who are prescribed CPAP machines give up on them in a very short period of time, which means they now have untreated sleep apnea. In my case, I searched for solutions. I tried everything from dental inserts to jaw straps to silly solutions like strapping tennis balls to my back so I wouldn't sleep flat on my back but sleep on my side. And none of these worked, and some of them were downright painful. For example, the dental appliances, these were molds that fit my teeth, that were held in place. My lower jaw was pulled forward about 4 or 5 millimeters, and a stainless steel pin held it in position. And the idea was to open up the back of my throat more, but every morning I'd wake up with a sore jaw joint, and pretty soon it started clicking, and pretty soon it was so uncomfortable that I couldn't stand the pain in the morning. I literally couldn't chew in the morning. So I had to give up on that, and I gave up on the jaw straps. The jaw straps pushed my jaw back farther and made my problem worse, and the doctor finally admitted that. And one day when I went in to see my physician, I just had it. This was about after 3 or 4 years of wrestling with this problem, this challenge. I said, if you cannot fix this problem of my mouth being open at night, I'm going to tape my mouth shut with duct tape. And my physician was shocked, and he said, don't do that. That's very dangerous. If you're going to try that, try this. And he tossed a business card in front of me. And it was a gentleman that had invented something. It was a tape product. It was made of 3M hypoallergenic medical grade tape, and that was the basis for the Ziezta sleep strip. We have helped literally thousands of people with their sleep problems, and we've helped not only them but their sleep partners. And you can reach us in several different ways. You can contact us on our website, which is the best way, and our website is www.ziezta, that's spelled Z as in zebra, I-E-Z as in zebra, T-A.com. So it's ziezta.com. Or you can call us. We have an 800 number, and that number is 1-888-211-6220. That's 1-888-211-6220.